investors.
Maybe. I'm not sure. All right, so next year I'll be celebrating 10 years of software development for companies big and small. I mainly work on the client side, but I do have quite a bit of experience working on the server side. In terms of work experience, I've been hired by several companies. I've been fired by companies. I've been part of teams as a team member, and I've also been a team lead leading teams as well. And I've been involved in hiring people. And after all these years of developing software, I still continue to learn. And I want to share some of that insight of the game, and I think it'll be beneficial. It'll be beneficial to those who are getting into the industry and to those who are already in the industry and trying to figure out which door they're going to open next, the next level in their career. This talk is not really meant to be motivational. It's actually targeted to be very practical. I'm going to go more in depth into this. And this talk is going to be broken down into two parts, or to two narratives. We're going to learn the stories of Jack and Jill. Jack, not his real name, but anyway. The point of it is that he just graduated from school, and he's finding a very difficult time trying to make his way to the industry. He's sending out his resumes to all kinds of different companies that are out there, and he's not getting the responses. And then we have the story of Jill, who actually is working. She's getting hounded by recruiters left and right, and it's very tempting. She's having a very difficult time trying to figure out what would be the best option for her. But first, let's hear from Jack. That's his story.
Hi, my name is Jack. I graduated from school last year. Since I started my job hunt, I've gotten little to no callbacks whenever I send out my resume. I set up my email alerts on Monster, Workaholic, Stack Overflow, and even Indeed. There are a lot of jobs out there, but it's very discouraging when the job description asks for all these technologies like HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, Java, and SQL. What can I do to increase my chances of getting a job?
Okay, good question. So there are three things that you can do when you're just starting out. The first thing you want to do is have a very compelling reason why they should even hire you in the first place. And usually the gold standard for this is having a portfolio, or even if you have co-op experience or something relevant, it would suffice as well. If you don't already have a portfolio, what you want to do is you want to work for anybody for free for a month or more. And this is very important so that you develop the skill sets while you're learning that technology and have something to show for it. And then when you actually get a job, you'll be able to use that knowledge and it'll be available to you for your fingertips. When you're developing your portfolio, you have a choice of figuring out whether you want to do a lot of items or you want to do a few high-quality items. In my opinion, I think you should target on a fair few high-quality items, focus on depth, and showcase what your strengths are. A lot of guys will advertise out there that they're really good at a lot of different technologies, but the truth is, generally they're not great at all. So once you have a portfolio, you have something to demonstrate to people that you have skills. What you want to do is you want to come to events like this. You want to be able to let people know that you're in the market you're looking for. And you have all these different meetups that happen every month or so. And you get a mix of people with different backgrounds showing up, and you want to get face-to-face with as many people as possible. Not only do you have these types of events, but you also have user group events where you'll meet other people who use the same technology as you do, so you'll have birds of the same feather. And in addition to those meetups, there are also annual conferences, as Matt just mentioned, with FIT Screens. In the fall, there's Android TO. In the spring, there's also FITC. There are a lot of opportunities to network. The whole point of networking is that you want to get away behind the computer and be able to meet people face-to-face and make a good impression so that that person actually sees the role that they might think that you might be a good fit for. It'll be your face, your personality that they'll first associate. The third thing that you can do to increase your chances of getting a job is to know the difference between fishing and hunting. And what I mean by fishing, I mean like passive job fishing. Traditional job searching, you would set up a profile on Monster or Workaholic, you set up email alerts on jobs that have a keyword match. You would get leads sent to your inbox, and you would follow up those leads every day or every other day. You fill out applications, send out your resumes to secret online databases, send it out to recruiters and to anyone who's willing to accept it. And then you got to wait. You got to wait for a response, and you're just kind of filling time waiting for that person to get back to you. Why do you have to wait for so long? It could be that the job position You're not going to check on the applicants until after it closes, maybe 2 weeks to 2 months from now. You're competing against countless other people for a publicly advertised position. And if it's a really big company, you can expect to wait even longer. So, there's an old saying that 80% of jobs out there are not advertised. And no one ever tells you where those jobs are or what are those jobs. I'm going to tell you guys how you can get to them. And what you want to do is the same thing that recruiters do. You want to put together a list of companies that are hiring in the technology that you're well versed in. So, what's even better is if you can work with someone else's list. And my buddy Millen did quite a bit of networking and put together this online spreadsheet that's available to everybody. For me, this was helpful. I was looking for a job in mobile. It just so happened to have a lot of companies in the GTA that are doing mobile. I found it really beneficial. So in addition to doing passive job fishing, doing the typical calling up alerts, what you want to do is you want to be active. In that time that you're waiting for responses, you want to be aggressive. You want to put together an action plan. And for each line item, what you want to do is execute on it. This is what I call active job hunting. First step in active job hunting is to identify the role that you want to be in. You need to know what the job description is. You need to be prepared to do that particular job. The second part to it is that now that you know what you want to do, you need to identify what companies and what industries those companies reside in. And you can find out what these companies are through networking such as this. You'll be hearing names of companies that you've never heard before, or through Google. You want to put together a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet is going to have 3 columns. The first column is the name of the company. The second is their address. And the third is how far it is from where you live. The third part to put an active job hunting is that for each of those companies in your spreadsheet, what you want to do is strategically identify who those companies would be potentially be your manager or someone who manages the technology. It could be a CTO, it could be a development manager, it could be a tech lead. The point is to identify who they are. You can use LinkedIn to find out who's who in those companies and collect information like their email address. So on that spreadsheet, we'll have a 4th and 5th column, the name of that person, and the 5th column will be the contact address. So now that you have a contact list, what you want to do is you want to assemble or craft a template, one that's very flexible enough that will actually properly introduce who you are. You'll have a section that will describe that you understand that person's company and what they do. You'll have another section where you customize and explain how your skills will fit into that strategy. This is the main compelling reason why they should hire you. On this template, you'll also have a link to your LinkedIn profile so they can find out more about you. And the most important thing is a call to action. What's the best way of getting a hold of you? Via email or through cell phone. So now that you have a template and you have a list of targets to go after, what you want to do is execute. And by execute, you want to take the template and customize it for each person on that list. And the thing is, you want to be very careful when you're sending out messages to people and customizing that template. You don't want to be applying to Coca-Cola and using the same letter that you used to apply to Pepsi word for word. It's going to make you look bad. Now this process, if you follow it, 3 things are going to come of it. The first thing is the ideal outcome, is where they're going to call you back and say, we'd like you to come in for an interview. The second thing is they can say, okay, no, we're not currently hiring right now, but you know what, I'm going to forward your email to someone I know in the industry who's currently looking for someone like you. And the third thing is actually just say, no, we're not hiring. You know what, that's not necessarily a bad thing. When you compare it to passive job fishing, you may not even get a response. But when you're aggressive, and you kind of get people out of the blue, they will respond to you. The 6th important thing when you're doing active job hunting is you don't want to waste any time. What you want to do is for each of those companies on that spreadsheet, you want to understand what products and services do they offer and the technology that supports it. You don't want to be caught knocking on the door of a company that does nothing but desktop C++ apps in your JavaScript resume. So it's going to make you look bad and it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of time for them as well. So what I described is active job hunting, and you want to complement this with your passive job fishing. And if you do this together, it should take at least 8 hours a day, and it should take at least 5 days a week. It should feel like a full-time job. If you're putting in less time in this and you kind of complain that you're not able to find work, I have no sympathy for you. In my case, when I was unemployed, I was doing this for 2 months, trying to find a role that was right for me. I guarantee if you guys put in the time and effort, you will get the results. So, those are 3 ways that can help you try to find a job. Let's hear from Jill's side of the story. What's going on with her?
Okay, my name is Jill. I started as a junior within my current company and have been with them for several years now, and now in a senior role. I like the people that I work with. However, from a career perspective, I feel like I'm not growing anymore. I feel like I've reached a plateau and learned all that I can learn. In order to feel a sense of greater achievement in my life, I think I need to leave the position and take on a new set of challenges. Recruiters spam my email daily and even call me at my workplace to find out if I'm looking for new opportunities. I'm lucky that my LinkedIn profile is generating a lot of interest. It would be nice to make a little bit more money, but at the same time, I would hate to work for another organization where I didn't get along with my coworkers or where I would end up feeling unchallenged. Out of all these available opportunities, what would be the best way of choosing the right one?
Alright, so what would be the best way? You're faced with all these opportunities you can choose from, and you need to kind of figure things out. What is it you want to do with this? For me, if I was in your shoes, I have 3 ways of dealing with this. Okay, so you know how like a company would interview you. What you need to do is turn the tables around and interview the company. First question I ask is this company, is it a startup or is it an established company? With startups, you have to question the business model. Is the actual startup viable? The value proposition, does it make sense? Will the market accept it or is it going to reject it? Are they first to market or are they a competitor? If they're a competitor, what separates them from the rest? The beauty about working for a startup is usually they have a new code base or some relatively young code base. And as a coder, that's a dream. That's the place where you want to be. You want to be able to do code things that you think is necessary without the overhead of old code. With an established company, however, it's a different story. You kind of have to check to see if that company is on its last legs, or are they actually a market leader? Would it make sense to work for them? Usually, established companies have a product or service in place with an established code base, and you'd be added on doing predictable maintenance and enhancement cycles. Usually, the larger the company will have policies and processes in place that will actually slow you down. And the bigger the tech companies you are, seldomly do they actually hire or promote from within. And usually when they do, it's due to turnover or attrition. The second question I ask, when I'm looking at opportunities, is you're trying to evaluate whether this is a product-based company or a service-based company. The pros of working at a product company is that you have the ability to get something right over multiple iterations. The timelines are anywhere from a few months to even years. And you gain valuable business insight into a particular business domain. And generally stress is not too bad. Customers are a recurring source of revenue, and as a result you get better job stability. The cons of working for a product-based company is that you work on the same stuff day in, day out. And if any of you have actually been part of a product company for a while, you find that the tempo that you're working at ends up slowing down over time, and you tend to accrue quite a bit of technical debt. And technical debt is one of those things that just kind of constantly haunt you. It's that wish list that you wish you could have fixed these things, but you don't have the time to do it. You're going to do it sometime in the future. With a service-based company, it's quite different. You work on a variety of different things. You have different customers, will have different requirements, and you get to work on different stuff. The pace is much more faster than the product-based company, and as a result, you have a lot of deadlines that they're coming in from different customer demands, and also the job stability is also questionable because usually the job stability is a function of company's engagement. And usually those engagements are one-off. But one of the major benefits of a service-based company is that often they'll have customers that want to see the customization to be done, and they'll pay a premium for that. And as a result, you'll get there's a more earning opportunity, possibly more money to make for you as well. So, I talked about when you're assessing the company, whether it's like product or service company, or if it's a startup or established company. The third thing what people usually do when they're assessing a company is to find out what people are saying about that particular organization. Usually what people do will Google the name of the company and they'll find reviews on Glassdoor.com or RateMyEmployer.com. What actually has worked for me in the past is finding out someone who used to work at that company, find out the person who is in that role that they're applying for, and ask them what it's like to actually work there. You want to ask them questions like, is it a high-stress environment? You know, do people work late? Is the culture agile, or is it waterfall? Can you work from home? What you want to do is ask the questions that will impact your day-to-day. What you don't want to ask, you know, the infrequent stuff like, you know, like how often is a Christmas party every year? You know, you want to ask really important questions. The thing is, when you develop that relationship with someone who, you know, is the same industry as you are and knows what you're going through, that feedback that you get from a fellow developer is valuable than what any recruiter could tell you. Why is this the case? Well, recruiters, when they talk about a company, they will tell you everything that's great about the company, but they won't tell you, you know, what's so bad about it. And the main reason for this is that they want you to sign up with this company, and when you do, they end up collecting a commission anywhere from 5 to 30% of your annual salary. If you're the right candidate, employers will be more than happy to deal with you directly, so they don't have to pay for their costs and you can get on with your life. So back to, you know, about interviewing employees, I wanted to tell you guys a story. I was interested in working for this company here in Toronto, and I used this technique where I actually found this guy that worked at the company, that worked there for about a year. And, you know, I told him, I have an interview with this company next week. Is there any way you can tell me, you know, some tips what it's like to work there, some of your opinion of it? And I messaged him on LinkedIn, and when he saw my LinkedIn profile, he knew that I was a developer just like him. And so he felt comfortable confiding with me with what is it like to work at the company. He told me straight up, the people there are unhappy. They're very good at what they do. They're very qualified. There's nepotism in upper management, and you know, support communication from the top down. So fast forward a few weeks, I actually do the interview with the company. I get the offer, but then I find myself declining on it and take my career in a different direction and try another company. And I'm glad I made that connection with that person, because I found out a year after, that 6 months after that interview, the company ended up pulling out. So it's very valuable to kind of make those connections and get as much information as possible. So to wrap up, so those are the 3 things we talked about: how you can figure out your opportunities and how to figure out what would be the best for you in those 3 things: product, service, startup, or company, and finding out as much insight as possible. To wrap up here, if you guys were going to forget everything I just said tonight, one thing I want you guys to remember is due diligence. Take the time to find out what the company does. Do your own first-person research. A recruiter is going to regurgitate what they find on mission statements on the client's websites and throw around a bunch of technology keywords you don't understand. The best career decision you guys can make is to assess all the different possibilities and champion the one that will give you the most benefit. I can't make that decision for you guys, but hopefully, you know, tonight's talk will give you a better set of tools to come to that decision for yourself. Some of you guys in the audience, you know, might be more experienced, might be thinking, oh, I already know this stuff, or there's a better way. Please, I implore you to use #LevelUp, #DevTO. Be sure you're inside your story, what's worked for you, so that we can all benefit. And if you guys have time tonight, visit the meetup.com DevTO page. Let us know how we did on our talks and how we can do them better. And thank you to Jack and Jill.